Hi, I'm Karla Helbert with Yoga for Grief and Loss, and I'm here to share a simple yoga practice with you today to help you cope through the holidays. So I know personally how difficult it is to get through the holidays when you're grieving someone that you love and that person that you love so much is missing from this earth plane and from everything that is going on in the holiday season. And everywhere you look, there's merriment and lights and family and joyousness, and your heart is broken and your energy level is zero and everything hurts. So I know what that's like, and I have so much compassion for you and what you're going through right now. And I hope that these 12 strategies that Ann Moss is posting at Emotionally Naked, and that some of the things that I'm sharing with you, I hope that these things can help you. So yoga is a word that means union, and all of the practices of yoga, which are far more than just the asanas, all help us to realize that we are whole and perfect even when we don't feel like it, even in grief, even in pain. And that might sound preposterous to you right now, but that's okay, because this is a practice. And what yoga asks us to do is to be with what is over and over, and to have as much compassion as possible for ourselves and as little judgment as possible for the process and what's going on just at any given moment. So Hatha yoga is yoga that has anything to do with the body. So that includes the postures. And the postures in yoga are called asana. And that word means a steady, comfortable posture. So steadiness and comfort are the goal of the asana. And an asana can be anything and anywhere. It doesn't have to be a yoga pose in a yoga class or on a mat. It can be anywhere. And in grief, the concept of the asana and finding some steadiness and finding some comfort in a place of discomfort, in a place of excruciating discomfort sometimes, can seem impossible. But the teachings of yoga ask us to try to do something, find a movement, shift something somewhere, find some steadiness any way that we can, whether that steadiness is to make a small physical movement to help us to sit stronger and steadier. Is it to help release some tension somewhere that might just open up some energy flow? In our whole lives outside of a yoga mat, when we practice that steadiness and comfort, that means finding it physically, finding it emotionally, finding it energetically, with our boundaries, with our time, with our honoring of ourselves. So if you can take the message of this short practice with you out into your life and help you find some steadiness and comfort anywhere you might happen to be, then that's a wonderful gift. And I hope that it's also a practice. So I hope that you'll practice. So bringing your attention back to what's happening is very difficult in grief, because we want to run away and avoid all the feelings and all the states that we find ourselves in. So yoga also asks that we be here now. So let's start, and we're going to find a comfortable seat. You can do this in a chair. You can do this. I'm on a bolster, so this is my bolster. I really like that. You can also have some stacked up pillows. You can have a blanket that you fold over so it makes a little sort of stack. You want to put your sitting bones sort of right on the edge so that your hips can open up and your knees can be relaxed. If you're in a chair, sort of scoot up toward the front of the chair, so the same thing can happen, that your spine can be long and that you can be sitting in a steady, comfortable posture. So we're going to lengthen our spine. You can have your hands wherever you like, or you can bring them together at the heart, which I recommend, because that's also what we call a mudra, which means seal. It seals in energy. This action of pressing the palms together and having the thumbs at the sternum, right at the heart center, helps to activate energy inside the body as well. It calms the brain. It connects us to our heart. So I invite you to bring your hands here. If you're not comfortable here, then you do this, steadiness and comfort. So coming here or choosing wherever you want to put your hands. If you want to close your eyes, please do that. If you don't want to close your eyes, just let your gaze be soft. And bring your attention to your breath. Notice how it moves in and out of your body gently and easefully. And let's just begin to deepen our breath. And from here, if you wish, and I recommend this too, take one hand and put it on your belly and put one hand on your heart. This is a very comforting, grounding gesture, and many of you I know have been through traumatic grief. This helps to calm a trauma reaction, a stress reaction. So if you want to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, this also helps us to feel where our breath is moving in our body as well. So again, bringing your attention to your breath, exhale all the air inside, squeezing the abdomen in toward the spine, and then breathing in, allow the abdomen, the diaphragm to move outward, filling up with air. And continue to breathe in, letting the rib cage expand and letting the upper chest expand so you can get no more air in there, and hold it just for a second and then just let it out. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in deeply, filling every space up inside your lungs. And then let it out. Notice the difference in how you might be feeling, bringing your attention to your breath and deepening the breath. Let's just begin to check in with the body. You can let the hands rest on the knees. Let your neck just fall to one side, bringing one ear toward one shoulder. Notice the stretch on the side of the neck and how that feels. And then tilt the chin downward, noticing how that changes that stretch. On an inhalation, bring the neck back up to center, and then bringing the opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Tilting the chin down, noticing what changes. Inhaling, bringing the head back up. And just, if you wish, you can start some just gentle head circles from one side to the other side. And you can always pause this and continue to do this for as long as it feels good. Inhaling, bringing it back up to the center. We're going to inhale the arms up, and wherever is comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable to go higher than this, don't. If you want to bring the palms together, do that. Exhaling, bringing down the center of the midline of the body. Inhaling up. Exhaling to the heart. Inhaling up. Bring the right hand to the floor next to you. Just allow the fingertips to walk gently out, stretching the left side over. If it's comfortable, begin to rotate the chest upward, looking upward. If that's not comfortable, then don't do that. Steady comfort. Continue to stretch as far as feels good to you, noticing the openness in the side of the body. If it hurts your neck to look up, just turn the head downward. That can just be an interesting movement and shift anyway, just to shift the neck, shift the head, shift the gaze. Inhaling, come back up to the center. Exhaling, take the left hand down, walking the fingers out. Stretching the right side of the body. Rotating the chest upward if that feels good. If not, find a steadier, more comfortable place for you. And you can do this in a chair as well. Inhale back up to center. And this time we're going to fold at our hips, getting longer and then folding forward, reaching out. If you're in a chair, just allow yourself to bring your chest toward your thighs. On the floor, just walk the hands wherever they feel comfortable, and when you reach your maximum extension, just fold. Let the head and the shoulders and the neck relax in that position, noticing your breathing. And when you're ready, walking the hands back up to the center. And from here, you can just come forward onto hands and knees. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. If you're in a chair, you can do these movements by placing the hands on your knees and then engaging the spine in the ways that we're going to be moving. We're just going to do some gentle cat-cow movements. So coming to your tabletop position, bringing the hands directly underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips. Allow your gaze to be between the palms. And as you inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone, drop the belly toward the floor. As you exhale, arch the back up toward the ceiling and drop the head, drop the tailbone. Inhale, exhale, and just coordinate this with your own breath. And again, if this feels really good and you want to pause the video and do this for several breaths longer than the video shows, then do that. Otherwise, we're just going to do like 4 breaths here. Then we're going to shift back to the center and the neutral spine. And we're going to exhale to the side. So using a C curve here. So we're moving our spine in all the ways that it can move. Inhaling to center, exhaling, looking at the back hip, bringing the shoulder toward the hip, exhaling center. And then bring the big toes together behind you. Take the knees wider and just sit back on your heels. And then again, walk the hands out as far as is comfortable. When you reach your maximum extension, drop your head, drop your shoulders. If you don't like that, you can bring a pillow or the bolster underneath your head and you can just relax there. Or you can put just your forearms under your head. If you're in a chair, you can just rest your head along the front of your body, or you can just sit with your eyes closed. And you can, again, stay in that posture as long as you wish. And when you're ready, just walk back up, sitting on your heels. This might not be comfortable for everyone. If that's not comfortable, then you can put a block or, again, the bolster between the legs so that you're propped up on something else, but you're still having the stretch along the quadriceps. Otherwise, you can just simply sit back on the heels, allowing the quadriceps to open, letting the spine be long. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, taking the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind you. So we're twisting. Again, if you're in a chair, you can do this in your chair. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Looking over that back shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, the hands once more to heart center. Noticing your breathing, noticing how you feel. So that is a very short yoga practice. You can do this anytime. You can do this in your chair at work. And what we just did was move the spine in every direction that it can move in, which helps free up energy. We also, at the beginning, had our attention on our breath and on our body, bringing ourselves into the present moment. So once more, come to your comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the hands to heart center. Once more, close your eyes if you wish. If not, that's okay. And in yoga, we say a word at the end of our practice, namaste, which means the light in me sees the light in you. And in my practice, I also like to say, the grief in me sees the grief in you. And my heart is with you this holiday season. I hope that you can find some comfort and some steadiness in your journey now and in the future. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and peace be with you.